Okay, we're in this patient's knee. This is the left leg. There's the ACL, so we're sliding into the medial compartment. I got my probe in here. So when you first look at this, and we were a little bit confused when we first came in based on what our MRI showed, but this looks like a normal medial meniscus. But this guy actually had a massive bucket handle meniscus tear, but probably wondering, where's the bucket handle tear? Well, the meniscus has since his injury reduced back into the medial compartment. But if I get my probe in here, all the way into the anterior horn, you can see it's completely separated from the capsule. And if I keep moving that, I can displace the meniscus into the medial compartment of the knee, just like that. So don't get fooled, because this guy has a huge tear that we're going to fix here. And you can see when it's fixed, he's going to have a completely pristine meniscus and a pristine medial compartment. So this would be huge for him. The alternative to taking this out is almost like a total or subtotal meniscectomy, which would be devastating for his knee. So we're going to do an all-inside medial meniscus repair here. So I've switched around. I'm looking from the medial portal now. I'm coming in with this soft tissue protector here. So this is a rasp. It's got a little bit of fat up there. But what I'm going to do is sneak this underneath our meniscus. And there you can see it going in. And I'm just slipping this down the posterior border of the tibia. And this allows me to stimulate a little bit of bleeding. And that's important because blood heals. And this allows entry of blood and maybe some bone marrow as well into the same vicinity as our repair of the meniscus. I'm going to slowly work my way around the tibia here, just sliding my rasp around the border and the edge there, rasping so that we can stimulate some bleeding where we've repaired the meniscus. Okay, so again, our soft tissue protector here. This is our first repair device coming into the knee, sliding down there to protect all the structures. We're going to come out with that. So there's a pretty good look at the body. So I'm going to pin the meniscus back here with a horizontal mattress stitch. So there it is going in. This goes through the capsule. We're going to release our first stitch. Slowly taking this out. And then I can either come this side or that side. I think I'm going to go that side. So I'm going to put my second stitch for this one right about there, I think is good. And then we're going to come back, and there it is. So now we're going to tension this. It's a pretty good look at it, and that looks pretty good. So the meniscus is pinned back there, and now we're going to work posteriorly there and anteriorly there for a repair. Okay, we've done our first one in the body. I'm coming in here. So what's nice about this device is we can curve it, because obviously you could tell getting to this anterior horn is difficult. So we've curved this anchor quite substantially, which allows us to nicely get into this area, which is oftentimes a tough area to get to. So I'm going to sort of come right adjacent to our first stitch. I'm going to put my first one right in there. We'll get a photo. And then I think around right here is going to be, so I'm almost working directly anteriorly here because of the ability to curve this. Let me make sure that this gets positioned nicely. I think that's good. I'm going to go there. You want to hold that, Reg? And there it's come out. So there you can see the stitch. I'm just going to apply a little tension there, take the slack out of it. And there you can see that meniscus, again, reducing nicely. Okay, so we put 1, 2. This is way anterior, but I'm able to get to it with my curve. So we're going to go in there, hold the camera. This is going to be a vertical mattress suture. So I released the first one there. And then we're going to go above the meniscus here, just straight into the capsule, right about there. Hold that. I think that looks good. I'm going to release my second one there. Pull out. There you can see the stitch. So with this one, because it's at a funny angle, or difficult angle, I'm going to come in with this knot pusher, which allows me to sort of put tension at a different angle than my suture. And there you can see the knot. And I'm just sort of gliding that knot in the direction that I want. And there you can see that's anchored pretty darn well to the capsule there with this vertical mattress. And then this also functions as a knot cutter. So I'll cut that flush there. And that looks pretty darn good. Okay, so here I've switched my camera looking through the lateral portal. You can see there's our vertical mattress and our 2 horizontal mattress sutures. I'm going to put one more posteriorly here just to lock this in. So again, soft tissue protector. Going to put a valgus load on the knee here. And I think we're probably going to go for another vertical mattress stitch here. Just angle it away a bit. Going to come out slowly. And then I'm going to sneak this above the meniscus, right around there, go through the capsule. So there's our knot, you can see. Give me my pusher. Again, I'm going to use the knot pusher here, locking the meniscus back into place. And when I think I've got my right desirable tension, which I do right there, I think, I'm just going to cut the knot flush. And we're going to do a last stitch. This is also going to be a vertical mattress, but another nice feature here is this reverse bevel. So difficult to tell, but the bevel here is reversed. And what that does is it allows you to capture the meniscus when you're passing it through. So I think that's a great location. Good. And then we're going to sneak under our meniscus here. Go into the capsule, hold that. We're going to take our knot pusher here. Here comes our knot pusher. Allows us to take the slack out and get our desired tension. I think that looks pretty good. So with it flush, I'm going to cut it. And that's it. So that brought the lip of the meniscus back down. That looks pretty darn good. So we'll have a last look here. Here's my probe. So there's that vertical mattress in the posterior horn. Can't really see it. It's nice and snug, but the vertical mattress is underneath there. Horizontal mattress, horizontal, and we've done another one there. And that looks pretty good, I would say. Okay, so this is the last part in the case. We've repaired the meniscus. There's the ACL you can see. And this is microfracture. So in this spot, just anterior to the anatomic origin of the ACL, you can go for it. We're going to use this owl. Keep going up until the waist there. Good. So there's our first one. And what this does is it stimulates some bone marrow entry into the knee joint. It's non-weight bearing area of the knee. That's pretty good. You can see some of those bubbles. I'm going to take the scope out and put it in the medial portal here so you can see. So here you can see the 2 microfracture holes we've created, and that allows entry of bone marrow into the knee. And the theory is that the bone marrow has the mesenchymal stem cells, and that's going to help with healing of the repaired meniscus. It doesn't affect any of the cartilage, non-weight bearing area of the knee, microfracture.